Hello. In this session, we are going to study differential manometers. Till the last session, we have seen how to handle manometers and how to solve problems on manometers. In this particular session, we'll be discussing about differential manometer, what it does and how it works. Okay, we'll go straight away. Differential manometers are used to measure pressure difference between any two points. Okay, suppose if we have a point A and point B, the manometers will not be able to give what is the pressure at point A and what is the pressure at point B. Will not be able to judge what is this pressure, what is that pressure, but what is the difference in pressure between A and B means PA minus PB or PB minus PA. That difference will be able to get by differential manometers, right? So that is the meaning of differential manometers. That here we'll be able to get PA minus PB or PB minus PA. That is what you are going to get, but not exactly the value of what is PA and what is PB, right? So that you should understand. Now, common varieties of differential manometers there are two. One is a regular U-tube differential manometer. The other one is inverted U-tube manometers. Okay, we'll go further now. Of course, you should be knowing whatever we have discussed. There are many things we have done. Unless you know them thoroughly, it will be difficult for you to go ahead. So please take care. Now let us say there is a pipe section A. Whenever a circle is shown, now onwards you see that it is a section of a pipe, because maybe something like this. Already we have done this. Section of the pipe will be like this, and then the pipe will be running this way continuously, right? Now what we show in the drawing will be only the section, and there will be some point where manometer will be attached, and that will be shown as here. Now there is a pipe A and there is one more pipe B. The difference in elevation, this is a vertical height difference between pipe A and pipe B, is represented by Y, and the two pipes are connected by a U-tube, right? If I try to show this, right, there will be one more pipe which will be going this way. If I can draw that pipe here, let me use slightly a different color so that, and that pipe is going this way. Now there is a point where this particular small tube is attached to this. Now that is U-tube manometer. Now this is pipe B, what you are seeing is, and this is pipe A. So when you exactly stand in front this way and try to see, you will see a circular section of the pipe A, circular section of the pipe B, and there is some connection between pipe A and pipe B by a tube, which is a U-tube, and this itself is U-tube manometer, right? Now because of this arrangement, we'll be able to calculate the difference in pressure between A and B or B and A. Okay, we'll go further. Let the fluid that is flowing between, inside A is having a specific weight gamma, and same is with B, and then when you connect it, obviously the same fluid will be flowing. The color indicates that particular fluid which is having a specific weight of gamma. Okay, now we'll have to find or identify a point Q which is in level with B. We don't have in level with A any point here. Obviously the one which will be having a reference, you should identify point Q. Why, you know now. Now the pressure at point Q and the pressure at point B are the same because they are in one horizontal level in the same liquid medium. Okay, so now I can write, you can just see here, PQ is equal to PB. You know this now, PQ is equal to PB. But how do I write PQ? I can start at point A, that is PA, and add the pressure because we are going down. So PA plus the gamma unit weight or specific weight of liquid multiplied by Y. So PA plus gamma Y gives PQ, and that is in turn equal to PB. Now gamma Y can be written as PB minus PA. So simply the unit weight or specific weight of liquid multiplied by the level difference between A and B gives you pressure difference between the points A and B, PB minus PA. If you want PA minus PB, obviously this will be minus gamma Y actually. Okay, next. The specific gravity of manometric liquid is greater than the specific gravity of liquids flowing inside the pipes. So in U-tube differential manometers, this is a point that has to be remembered. Okay, now what is actually the meaning of manometric liquid? We'll see now with full view of the sketch. I have drawn pipe A, pipe B connected. They are at a different levels. The level difference is represented by Y1, vertical level difference, connected with U-tube manometer. And let us say there is a manometric liquid in the tube having some other specific gravity. Generally the heavier liquids are used, like mercury, right? That is what is written here. Specific gravity of manometric liquid is greater than the specific gravity of liquids which are flowing inside the pipe. Now pipe B is having some other liquid, pipe A is having some other liquid, and in between you have a mercury. Now this liquid will not be able to go and get in touch with the liquid of A, and similarly liquid of A cannot get through because it is heavier. They will not be able to penetrate. Okay, now what is indicated here is the level of manometric liquid and the point B are at a level difference of vertical height difference of Y2, and the manometric height difference or manometric reading, we generally call it as level difference between manometric liquids, is represented generally by letter H. Now the specific weight of the manometric liquid will be obviously different, gamma 2. Now I have identified the Q and Q dashed in such a way that it is in the same fluid medium, continuous same fluid medium, and at a horizontal level Q and Q dashed. Because of that, I can say whatever pressure at Q is there, the same pressure would be there at Q dashed here, right? Here also there is same level here, B, and then we'll say something like a point M, but you cannot say I'll write and make the point very clear here. Let us say there is a point M here, which is at this point, and they are at the same horizontal level, and liquid whatever gamma 1 is there, over here also the same liquid is there, here also the same liquid is there, but here Pm cannot be equal to Pb. Mind it, pressure at M is not equal to Pb. Why? The reason is, though they are of the same liquid, but it is not a continuous fluid medium. Only when there is a continuous fluid medium and the 2 points are in same level, same horizontal level, then we can say pressure at those 2 points are same. So there shouldn't be any confusion. Though the liquids are same and then level is same, the pressures will not be same at these 2 points. Okay, hope the point is clear. Here blue liquid is continuous, right, and the point Q and point Q dashed are in the same liquid medium, continuous liquid medium. Because of that, I can say PQ and PQ dashed are same. Okay, that's what I have written. PQ is equal to PQ dashed. Now, how do I write PQ? PQ can be written starting with point APA and add the pressure when you go downwards, like that. Okay, similarly PQ is written on the same lines. Let us see. PQ, I have written it on the left hand side. I have started with point A, PA. The pressure at point A is PA. I go down in liquid of gamma 1 unit weight. How far I will go down? I will go down by Y1 plus Y2 plus H. So that's why PA plus I am going down. Gamma 1 is the unit weight, specific weight of liquid, through a distance of Y1 plus Y2 plus H. So that I come up to PQ. So PQ is substituted as PA plus gamma 1 bracket gamma Y1 plus Y2 plus H. It's equal to, now on the right hand side, Q dashed, PQ dashed. Same way, PB, I start with PB, I go down in gamma 1 liquid through distance Y2. So going down plus gamma 1 multiplied by Y2, I still go down, there is still plus in a liquid of gamma 2 through a distance of H, Now the equation is ready. We can now calculate PA minus PB or PB minus PA, knowing all other quantities. So this is how to analyze or write the equation for differential manometer. So with this, PA minus PB or PB minus PA can be worked out knowing the other data or values. Okay, there is something more here. The liquid in pipe B is having some other specific weight. In this case, how to write? The same, I have chosen points Q and Q dashed. I have written PQ equal to PQ dashed. PQ is written exactly in the same manner as done earlier. PA plus gamma 1 into Y1 plus Y2 plus H is equal to, when I write PQ dashed, it will be PB first of all, and with the liquid gamma 3 I go down by Y2, that's why plus gamma 3 into Y2, and then still I go down, that's why there is plus in a liquid of gamma 2 through a distance of H, gamma 2H. Now again PA minus PB or PB minus PA can be worked out. Okay, we'll solve a problem, numerical problem, so that whatever we have discussed can be applied. Now in this case, there are two pipes A and B which are at a vertical height difference of 10 centimeter are connected by a U-tube manometer. Here the liquid in pipe B has got relative density 0.8. You know what is relative density? Specific gravity. The pipe A has got a specific gravity of liquid having a specific gravity of 0.7, and here at the bottom we have mercury with a relative density or specific gravity of 13.6. The levels are very clearly mentioned. Whenever problems are given maybe in words only, you should be able to sketch these kind of figures, and very neatly you should be able to indicate the level differences of manometric liquids and level differences between pipes or anything else. So figure is a very important part of solution of a problem. Right, now read the problem. Determine the pressure difference between points A and B for the setup shown in figure. Okay. Now think where to start. There is a hint here. X is already shown, XX line. Why it is shown? It is shown because in mercury, if you just count, it is a continuous medium of mercury, and the point here and the point here will have the same pressure. Okay, that is the thing that we are going to make use of. Okay, now here when it is given that it is relative density is 0.8, I can work out gamma 1, that is specific weight of liquid 1 or oil 1, gamma 1, it is equal to 0.8 into gamma W. Similarly, specific weight of mercury 13.6 into gamma W, and the last one, specific weight of liquid over here, I have called it as gamma 2, which is equal to 0.7 into gamma W. I have worked out all the three values clearly. Gamma 1, which is 0.8 gamma W, we know gamma W value. It comes out to be gamma W I have substituted as 9.81 kilonewton per meter cube. So this becomes 7.848 kilonewton per meter cube. Now 13.6 into 9.81, that will be 133.416 kilonewton per meter cube. 0.7 into 9.81, that is 6.867 kilonewton per meter cube. These are the specific weights. Now, okay, here I have written at label XX, right, Px is equal to Px. Maybe Px on the left hand side is equal to Px on the right hand side. Okay, on the left hand side, this Px is written in terms of Pb. How do I write? The Pb plus gamma 1 into 0.13 plus gamma m into 0.08. Is it right? Pb, I am going down, that's why there is plus. I am going down in a liquid of gamma 1 through a distance of 0.13. Still I am going down in the mercury, that's why plus mercury gamma m through a distance of 0.08. So I have written for this Px on the left hand side. Now this is equal to Px of the right hand side. Now how this is written? Here Pa, I go down in gamma 2 through a total distance of 10 centimeter plus 13 centimeter plus 8 centimeter. It is a continuously the same liquid, and then total over here is 21 plus 31 centimeter or 0.31 meters. Okay, so on the right hand side we have Pa plus going down in liquid gamma 2 through a distance of 0.31. So you now know gamma 1, gamma 2, gamma m. You can calculate all other things. So if we work out, Pb minus Pa comes out to be minus 9.565 kilopascals. if you want to write PA minus PB, the pressure difference between points A and B, so if you want to write PA minus PB, it will be 9.565 kilopascals positive, right? Okay, here there is an inverted U-tube differential manometer. Again, there is a note here. Specific gravity of manometric liquid is less than the specific gravity of liquids flowing inside the pipe. Obviously, here there is a purple color liquid, here there is a green color liquid, and there is a dark blue color manometric liquid. Unless the density of this is lesser than the green liquid and purple liquid, it will not be staying there like that, right? In earlier case, if you observe here, this dark liquid is heavier than this yellow liquid, heavier than purple liquid. That's why it stays down, right? Now here, if you look at this manometric liquid is lighter than both of these, right? So specific gravity is less than the specific gravity of liquids flowing inside the pipes. That is what is important in inverted U-tube manometers. That is what one has to specify when we write about inverted U-tube manometers. Otherwise, the things are similar. There is pipe A, pipe B connected through U-tube, and there is a manometric liquid. The level difference between A and B is denoted as Y1. The manometric level over here with respect to B is given to be Y2. Manometric level difference is denoted by H. Purple color gamma 1, dark blue is gamma 3, green is gamma 2. Now here, if I want to write the equation, the same technique is used. Here in the manometric liquid, I have got point Q and point Q dashed, wherein I can write PQ is equal to PQ dashed. Now if I want to write PQ, how do I write? PQ, how do I write? I'll start with PA and I go up. Alright, so when I go up, I will be reducing the pressure, that's why it will be minus. Now from A, I'll be going through a distance of Y1, through a distance of Y2 in the same liquid of gamma 1, and further in liquid gamma 3, I'll go down through a distance of H. So if you write here, if you just see here, PQ on the left hand side, PA, I started here, going up, that's my minus, in gamma 1, through a distance of Y1 plus Y2, further also I am going up, minus, in gamma 3, through a distance of H. That's how I make PQ. Similarly, equal to PQ dashed. Now how do I do this? I again start with PB. You can just see here, PB minus in the liquid of gamma 2 through what distance? Through distance of Y2 and H. I'll reach Q dashed. So gamma 2 into bracket Y2 plus H. So this makes an equation. So from here, PA minus PB or PB minus PA can be worked out. Okay, here I have a problem for you to practice. You can just see here, I'll discuss the problem, I'll not be solving the problem. So carefully note down all the information that I'm going to give you now. Okay, there is pipe A, pipe B. The level difference between pipe A and pipe B is 120 centimeters, so to say 1.2 meters. And it is water here. Obviously, here also it is water there. Now there is a manometric liquid here. the specific gravity of which is given to be 0.9. You know that specific gravity of water is 1, and the specific gravity of manometric liquid is less than 1, it is 0.9. That's why it can stand there on the top. Okay, manometric level difference is 30 centimeter. The level difference between manometric liquid and the level of B is 40 centimeter. Now the target is to find out PA minus PB. Obviously the question is maybe PA minus PB or PB minus PA. So let me write what we require is to find out PA minus PB. This is what is required. What is the starting point? If you remember, the level that we should search, horizontal level in the same liquid medium. So obviously you can mark something like Q here, Q dashed there. That is the first thing. So we can write PQ is equal to PQ dashed. Now how to write PQ? I start with PA. Anywhere here, here up to this point it is PA only, because it is the same liquid medium and horizontally I am moving in that. So whether it is here or a point is here, it is PA only. Then I go up, I'll put minus sign, gamma of water multiplied by this whole distance. How much is the distance? 1.2 plus 0.4 plus 0.3. So it is 1.9 meters. Okay, gamma of water into 1.9 meters, you arrive at PQ. Now PQ dashed will be with the same argument PB. Here also it is PB minus gamma W into 0.4 minus gamma of oil of specific gravity 0.9. You know how to find out. Gamma will be equal to S into gamma W multiplied by a distance of 0.3, and then when you solve you'll be able to calculate or find out PA minus PB. So this is how to calculate pressure difference using differential manometers. Okay, thank you, take care.